Rayna's apartment the following morning. Rayna and Michael are sitting in the living room having breakfast. Michael looks around the room studying his new surroundings while drinking a cup of coffee. As he looks around the living room, he sees pictures on the wall of Marilyn Monroe, John Lennon, and Phil Oakes. He then takes a double take when he sees his photo in a picture frame on the mantel just above the desk in the living room. "Oh, that is so sweet, Rayna. I see you have my photo displayed too." "I hope you like it, Michael." "Yes, Rayna, I like it very much." "How are you feeling this morning, Michael? Does your back still hurt?" "Yeah, Rayna, I'm still a little sore." "Just the thought of you being sore makes me sore." "Rayna, yeah, I'm not looking forward to the return trip, I'll tell you that." "You know, Michael, 3,000 miles is a long way to travel. I don't think I could have traveled 3,000 miles on a bus. I don't think I could have done it." "Yeah, you're right, Rayna. 3,000 miles is a long way to travel on a bus. But just the thought of knowing that you'd be here when I got here was all I needed to get me through it." Merconi takes a hold of Rayna's hand and smiles. "You know, Rayna, we've talked almost every day for the last 3 months. After 3 months on the telephone, I just had to meet the girl on the other end of the telephone line." "That is so sweet, Michael." "Yes, Rayna, we have so much in common and are so much alike. It's almost uncanny. Yeah, I've had the same feeling about you, Michael. It was like I found my kindred soul." "Rayna, our meeting must have been orchestrated on a higher level. There are no coincidences in life." "I believe that too, Michael. Sometimes you have to listen to the voice from within." "Yes, Rayna, and not let fear put the bug in your ear." "I still can't believe how we met, Michael. Pretty amazing, wasn't it, Rayna? Who would believe that I'd be listening to you being interviewed by George Norrie on Coast to Coast AM about a legend, and that I would contact you by email, and a couple of months later you would be here having breakfast with me? Yes, that is definitely a stretch of the imagination, Rayna." "You know, Michael, I've been a long-time Art Bell Coast to Coast listener. I thought your interview with George Norrie was one of the best I had ever heard. I was fascinated by the story about the legend of J.C. Brown, and after listening to the show, I decided to send you an email. I never thought you would really respond to my email." "Well, Rayna, when I got your email, I was surprised by the fact you wanted to send me a CD of an old Art Bell Coast to Coast interview with Mel Waters called Mel's Hole." "Well, Michael, for some unexplainable reason, I felt the Mel Waters interview might be vital to your research regarding the underground civilization J.C. Brown claimed to have found beneath Mount Shasta. You know, Rayna, after listening to the interview, I knew you were right. And when I heard you say on the radio that you were planning an expedition up to Mount Shasta, I just had to meet you. Since moving here from Los Angeles, I have met many Native Americans who claim that the mountains in the Pacific Northwest are inhabited by underground beings." "Well, that's exactly why I traveled 3,000 miles to get here. I'm eager to find out." Michael notices a white spotted cat with powder blue eyes coming towards him. Michael picks up the cat and pets it. "I think he likes you. He doesn't go near anybody, Michael." "What's the cat's name, Rayna?" "His name is Marley. I named him after Bob Marley. If you don't mind, Rayna, I'm going to call him Marlito Jones." "Marlito Jones?" Rayna now bursts out hysterically in laughter. Rayna's laughter is interrupted by the ring of her cell phone. Rayna picks up her cell phone from the counter and sits down at the kitchen table to talk. After finishing her telephone call, Rayna turns to speak with Michael. "I just got a call from a medicine man named Bobby McCoy. He's a tribal elder from one of the local tribes. He called to tell me he needs to speak to you, Michael. He says it's important. I never even told him you were coming. I haven't spoken to Bobby McCoy in over 3 months." Merconi is surprised by Rayna's comment.